Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Quick announcement before we get to our video. I've been invited to attend MagicCon Las Vegas as a creator. Huge thanks to all your support for this channel. It wouldn't be possible without you. I'll be there all 3 days playing Commander, so if you see me, be sure to say hi. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Jake. Huge thanks to Jake and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Jake reached out asking for a more casual Aristocrats deck led by Massacre Girl, and I was more than happy to oblige. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Massacre Girl is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary human assassin with Menace. When she enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Additionally, whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets -1/-1 until end of turn. So for every creature that dies, we give each other creature -1/-1 until end of turn. This quickly explodes and gets out of control unless there aren't any small creatures on board. So we'd better ensure there are at least a few 1/1s on board to start the chain reaction. Now, Jake requested an Aristocrats deck with Massacre Girl as the win condition. We'd want a bunch of effects on the battlefield, drop our commander, blow up the table, and kill everyone. Unfortunately, most of the cards you'd want with this effect are smaller creatures, so we wouldn't get a ton of triggers off of them. If only there were some enchantments we could use. But we'll need more than just Aristocrats and tokens to sacrifice. We'll need an entire commander deck consisting of 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is famous for their Boulder, and they now have the new Boulder in Tray. Designed to carry both your commander deck and enough dice to satisfy anyone but a dice goblin, you can get yours in a variety of colors, like the Onyx one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries the Ultimate Guard Boulder and Tray, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon, every weekday in the afternoons or evenings. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. Cabal Coffers, Gyre Reach Sanitarium, Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth, Bojuka Bog, and 30 swamps make up our land base for this deck. Pitiless Plunderer, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Felwar Stone, Jet Medallion, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Nyx Lotus, Decanter of Endless Water, Wayfarer's Bauble, Expedition Map, Solemn Simulacrum, Black Market, and Dark Ritual help us to ramp ahead of the curve. Grim Haruspex, Bolus's Citadel, Dark Tutelage, Phyrexian Arena, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Midnight Reaper, Liliana Dreadhorde General, Thrilling Encore, Reanimate, Sign in Blood, Dread Presence, Twilight Prophet, and Night's Whisper. Yes, that's a lot of card draw, why do you ask? Dictate of Erebos, Grave Pact, Plague Crafter, Hero's Downfall, Defile, Feed the Swarm, Noxious Gearhulk, Fleshbag Marauder, Infernal Grasp, and Deadly Rollick help to remove annoyances. The Meathook Massacre, Massacre Worm, and Toxic Deluge help us to reset the board as needed. Blood Artist, Zulaport Cutthroat, Sir Conrad the Grim, Bastion of Remembrance, Falconwrath Noble, Vindictive Vampire, Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and Agent of the Iron Throne all help to deal damage whenever creatures die or we gain life. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Slaughter Specialist, Rise of the Dreadbarn, Clackbridge Troll, Blood-Crazed Paladin, Genesis Chamber, Command the Dreadhorde, Grave Betrayal, Bitter Blossom, Dreadhorde Invasion, Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood, and Arya First of Lochthwain serve as the core of our deck, as well as how we plan to win the game. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 35 lands and 16 pieces of ramp. 14 pieces of card advantage. 10 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 1 piece of Graveyard Hate in Bojuka Bog, and 1 Sudden I Win card in Thrilling Encore. I realized while building this deck that it would be very difficult to use Massacre Girl as a win condition. Yes, she can easily wipe the board, but Zulaport Cutthroat and Blood Artist each only have 1 health, so they die right off the bat. We have 3 enchantments that can help her win in Meathook Massacre, Bastion of Remembrance, and Agent of the Iron Throne, but that might not be enough to win the game. But what we do have is a board wipe in the command zone, paired with a ton of really good mass reanimation spells. So if the initial plan of killing everyone at the table with Massacre Girl doesn't work, we can always just bring everyone back. Do you have an Aristocrats deck? What about a mass reanimation deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to Manager Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you your custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Nick, Borgie, Jake, Exile Rogue, Medman, and Manassas. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.